your boobs. If you want to see me smile, I want to see your boobs.
That's my husband, and I'm probably going to show him a boob. Hi guys, welcome back to another I hauled it, but did I like it? Now, I haven't been hauling things in a long time, so these are getting a little bit difficult to find items to review, but there are a lot of items that I have gotten from friend mails. There are a lot of items that I haven't reviewed in a very long time and have used a lot more, so I have a better sense of how to review them, a little bit more to say about them. So in future I hauled it, if I still don't have enough money to be hauling things, then that's what I'm going to start doing, is going back and reviewing way older items that I started with my first I hauled it series. Hopefully we won't have to do that because my husband has like 3 different jobs he got hired for, so fingers crossed. Now, I did also want to state that I might only have 2 videos going up this week. I'm not even sure, just because I'm trying to give myself a little bit of a break, because online with YouTube and social media, it has been so hectic the past like 2 to 3 weeks. So much hate, so much stress. I've been working so hard that I've been kind of projecting that onto my family. So I'm trying to spend more time with my family, trying to take a little bit of a break from YouTube, from social media, and just give myself a little bit of time. So you may only see 2 videos. I'm not sure. I may be filming during the week. You never know. Kind of depends on the stuff that I get in the mail, really. But for now, I will be only having 2 videos up today and probably Friday maybe. So I'm not sure, but I will let you guys know on my beauty Facebook page and everywhere else on my social media. So I'm just taking a little bit of a break, but you will still be seeing videos from me this week. So today we're going to be reviewing a couple of new products that I got in friend mails or from friends, some older products, and something that I got as like a deluxe size sample, a 100-point perk. I'm not really sure, but it's one of those kind of size products, but I really wanted to talk to you guys about it. So if you're interested in that, then just keep watching.
Watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me.
Watch
recently got in a friend mail from Melissa, and I just wanted to say thank you so much, Melissa. The friend mail made me cry, made me bawl my eyes out. I put a picture of it on my Instagram. It was just so kind and thoughtful, and I was just brought to tears by your kindness, so I wanted to say thank you again. She did send me this new Maybelline Master Contour kind of kit. This is their face contouring kit. And I had been looking at this, all of the new stuff that people are getting, you know, from the drugstore. The drugstore's coming out with a lot of nice new things. And of course, I can't afford to get any of them, not even one. So it was really nice to get one in the mail, because I really am like, all this nice stuff is finally coming out in the drugstore and I can't even fucking buy it. Like, it's killing me. So this was really nice. And this one is in light, I believe, or light to medium. Let's see. Yeah, light to medium, number 10. So this is a 3-product palette, and it comes with a contour shade, a blush, and a highlighter. And it also does have directions on the back on how to use them, which is always nice. Now with this palette, it does come with a brush, and this brush is a lot better than any other ones that they've ever included in their palettes, but it's still useless. The stem is a lot thicker, you know, it's a little bit more dense with the bristles, but I've noticed with drugstore, their brushes just seem very hard, plasticky, like little kid brushes, and this is really no different. It still feels like that hard, not very soft. It feels like it's going to literally scrape the product off your face. I love that it is thicker and a little bit more well made, so it will be easier for people who do not have brushes, like, you know, anything but what you get in the palettes. It will be a lot easier for them to use the product with this, but honestly, the only thing that I would ever use this for is the highlight, because you only need that in such a small area. That's really all this would be good for, in my opinion. Now, the pigmentation of this palette is really, really good. The contour shade is dark, but not too dark. It's more of a warm shade, and I really thought that it was going to be a little bit too warm for contouring, and I was incredibly wrong. The blush is beautiful. Perfection. I love Maybelline blushes. There's really never an inconsistency there for me. I just love the blushes. You guys know me. I'm a blush whore. That's just how it goes. And the highlighter was a huge step up from a lot of the drugstore highlighters. It wasn't crazy see you from the stars, you know, shiny, but it did have that reflectiveness, which a lot of drugstore highlighters do not have. A lot of them are just stark white or they have a tiny bit of shimmer. This actually has a reflectiveness. So if you move in light or if you're out in the sun or on camera, so to speak, you're going to see that highlight really nicely, just like a high-end highlight. So that was something that I was really, really impressed with. I am wearing the palette today. I used it in a Get Ready With Me that I did for you guys. You will be seeing that later on in this week. And I can't wait for you guys to see it. I was so shocked by this palette. This palette is amazing. Usually I'm like, it's mediocre, okay, you know, for the drugstore, it's okay. No, this is good. This is bottom line, straight out, this is good. This is a good palette. This is something that I will continue to use. I'm not just going to use it a couple of times, get bored with it because it's not as good as my other products and move on. This is something that I will continue to use and continue to love, maybe even repurchase if I hit pan on it. The highlighter I actually used wet. I tried it dry, which was nice, but I tried it wet as well, and it was crazy. I loved it. It was one of those where I was like, ooh, I have to blend this in or it's a little bit too much. So for me, this is a palette worth getting, you guys. It is worth completely worth you guys getting it. I'm excited to have it. I'm excited that Maybelline is stepping up their game. I do know that a lot of drugstore items, the prices are being raised, and I can kind of see why. If they are as good quality as that palette, I can see why they're raising their prices. Some items, not so much, but with that item is worth it. I love it. Now let's move on to a super high-end blush that I got from Twin Style Beauties. Thank you so much, Jessica and Sarah. This was like a dream come true. I've always wanted to try Hourglass products. Never had the chance, never had the money, and this was just such a nice treat to get at such a low time. So thank you so much. Now what we're talking about is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush. This one is in Champagne Rose. It doesn't say the name on it. It just says Luminous Flush, but the receipt said that it was Champagne Rose. And it looks like this, and I was trying to look it up on Sephora's website, and it looks like that it is sold out right now, so, because it's beautiful. This is something that I would always be hesitant to grab just because you hear a lot about the ambient lighting, the single one, and then the palette one that comes in 3 different shades. So many people were like, you know what, it's a good product, but it's just not worth the hype. It's just not worth the money. So I was like, I don't know. I didn't know how the blushes would be, but I thought that, you know, maybe the blushes would be a little bit better than the ambient light powder, because I know that the reason why so many people were so upset about that hype is because a lot of people expected those powders to be straight up highlighters like Gilded Honey or Becca's Opal. They expected a crazy highlight from them, and that's not the kind of powder that they were. They were a glow from within kind of powder, so people got that confused and got upset about that hype. So I knew that I love blush. Like we've already stated, blush whore right here. You know, so I already knew that I would love it just as a blush. But I knew that it had that swirl, you know, of that Hourglass ambient light stuff within it. So I was like, this has got to be really beautiful. And it is. Now, I do have a Get Ready With Me where I used it and kind of freaked out a little bit. I will link that down below for you guys. This is a beautiful blush. It is so beautiful. Now, it gives me this like airbrush look to my cheeks, and it's very, very pigmented, which is not something that I thought it would be because the highlighter and all the powders are so lightly glow, you know, like we just give you a light of something. So I thought that that's how the blush would be, and that's not true. This blush is bam in your face. You can't see where it stops or where it starts. It's just perfection. These are $35 a pop, so this is the only one you'll probably ever see me with, but I highly recommend it if you have the funds for this blush to grab it, because they have a few choices. I think they have like 5 or 6, maybe more choices color-wise for the blush, but the blush is silk. It's complete silk. I do see why it costs as much as it does. I believe that it is worth the price. It's beautiful. If you love blush like me, this is something that you must have in your collection. And I think that it's something that should be hyped up a little bit more than the ambient lighting powders, just because this is something that does what it's supposed to do. There's no confusing it. It's a blush. It's amazing. The next thing I want to talk about is something that is kind of like a deluxe size sample, and it's from Bare Minerals. And to be honest, I had no idea that they did any kind of skincare. So when I received this, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, this is so exciting. Let's do this. Now, this is the Bare Minerals Skin Longevity, and this is their Vital Power Infusion. It's supposed to empower, replenish, renew, and fortify. And it has a skin mimetic technology. So I couldn't really tell by the package what it was. It just says it's an infusion of something. Like, it doesn't say anything exactly what it is. It says it's powered by long life herb, California poppy, and Lempu ginger extracts, you know? So I squirted it out in my hand and noticed that it looked a lot like a serum. So that's how I use it. And it says on the back, you know, after cleansing, apply 2 pumps to your face. So pretty much it's a serum. And I was so excited about that because I'm a serum girl.
Did it sound like I said I'm a semen girl? Because that's not what I meant.
This has such a really, really nice smell. It's really liquidy, so it's kind of hard to hold in your hand. You have to hurry up and use it. But it's amazing. It makes my makeup look so good. It makes my face feel so good. I do use other serums combined with this, but it's just perfection. And it's not that much for the full size either. So I'm really thinking about maybe grabbing that when I'm able. I really like this. And I did not know that Bare Minerals had any kind of skincare in their line at all. So if you guys have used this, tried this, let me know what exactly this is. I even tried looking it up on the site and still couldn't figure out any concrete thing as it's a serum or it's this or it's this. I could not figure that out. I just know that I really like this. I had no reactions to it whatsoever. And it really made my makeup, whenever I use it and then I put on makeup, my makeup is just perfect. And it stays all day. And I really want to contribute this to that because it never was like that because I have oily skin. So my foundation and stuff towards the end of the day, it breaks apart. No matter what I do, it just breaks apart. It doesn't happen anymore. And I've tried a whole bunch of different products since using this. So if it was one thing that was like a foundation or setting powder that was making that happen, it wouldn't have happened with every single time that I used it. This is the only thing that has been consistent with that. And it does not break up my makeup and my skin just looks amazing. So definitely something to think about if you're in the market for a serum. Bare Minerals has it going on, ladies. Alright, and lastly I want to talk about something that I got a while back. I want to say at least 1.5 years ago. Maybe more, maybe less. I'm not really sure. It was over a year. And that is the Sonia Kashuk. And this is her... What are you? Cheek Luminosity Bronzer Blush Duo in 52 Glisten. This is something, I think it was my first Sonia Kashuk product that I had ever gotten. And of course I got it because of the blush. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Now this is really cool because it has like a dinosaur imprint texture to it, and I love that. They're her pressed powder too, the white one, has the same kind of texture to it, only I got that and that was crap. That was so bad. I really did not like that at all. It's kind of like the Sonia Kashuk brightening powder that I have, only it's in a pressed version, but it's so pressed that you can't even get anything out of it. So I was passed that along way back in the day. But this is amazing. This blush is out of this world. It's so pigmented, so pretty. It's the perfect shade for me, especially in the summer. This is a summer product for me, and the only thing that I don't like about this is I don't know how to use the bronzer. Now, this is a shimmery bronzer, but the reason why I don't pass it on is because, oh my god, look at that. That is so pigmented, so creamy, but it's so shimmery, and I'm like, how are you supposed to use that? I was actually thinking about using it as an eyeshadow because it's so beautiful. This was something that I was really shocked about, and I really just started playing around with it again because of the blush. So I wanted to talk to you guys about it, see your guys' opinions. Maybe you guys could help me come up with some way to use the bronzer. I really was thinking about using it just as an eyeshadow because I don't see how you were supposed to use a bronzer that pigmented, that dark, and that shimmery as a bronzer. Obviously you can't use it to contour with, but who would use it to bronze either? You know what I mean? So I really want to know your guys' opinions on this, but I do think this is a beautiful product. It's worth the money. It's worth getting, and they always have it at Target in the Sonia Kashuk aisle. So I wanted to share this with you guys because even if you can't use that bronzer side, the blush itself is worth having, and I had to share it with you guys. This is like a hidden treasure for me, and once I figure out how to use that bronzer, it's going to be golden. So that is everything that I wanted to talk to you guys about in this I hauled it but did I like it. If you have any questions or concerns, leave them in the comments and I will get back to you guys. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.